Okay, let's be honest. You've been there, right? It's that familiar afternoon slump, maybe 2 or 3 p.m. You've been staring at your screen for hours, and your brain feels less like a finely tuned machine and more like, I don't know, lukewarm oatmeal. That heavy feeling, the sudden urge to just close your eyes for just a second. Does that sound familiar?
Oh, absolutely. It's pretty much a universal experience in our modern work world. But here's a thought, maybe a bit audacious. What if I told you that in just 2 minutes, you could entirely reset your energy, clear that brain fog, and, completely transform your afternoon?
2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes. It's not magic, not really. It's more like a phenomenon backed by some surprisingly robust science, a simple biohack you might be overlooking. And the real insight isn't just that it works, but how. How these tiny targeted bursts can override these really deeply ingrained physiological slumps.
2 minutes to conquer the afternoon. Okay, I'm intrigued. That's exactly what we're diving into today, then. We're going to explore these powerful micro movements, the kind that don't require changing into workout clothes or breaking a sweat or even leaving your chair, right?
Exactly. Forget traditional fitness for just a moment. This is different.
Okay, so this is about subtle shifts, but backed by actual research. Shifts that can transform your day, make you feel better, perform better, and let's be honest, maybe make your productivity focus boss pretty happy with your focus.
That's the idea. Our mission in this deep dive really is to unpack why your afternoon energy crash isn't some inevitable fate you just have to suffer through. We want to show you how you can become, maybe the most consistently energized person in the office and do it using simple science-backed strategies that work with your body's natural rhythms, not fighting against them.
Okay, let's unpack this then. We all sit a lot. But have you ever really thought about what happens, like, physiologically after just 30 minutes of sitting still?
It's actually pretty surprising how quickly the negative effects kick in. After as little as 30 minutes, just half an hour of sitting still, your blood flow can slow by a staggering 90%.
90%.
Yeah, 90. Your muscles start to, deactivate. Your metabolism drops by about 30%. And your brain literally starts receiving less oxygen.
Less oxygen to the brain just from sitting.
If you look at the bigger picture, it's almost like you're voluntarily putting your body into a kind of low-grade coma for 8 hours a day.
Okay, low-grade coma is quite a phrase.
Yeah.
What's the biology behind that? Why does it happen so fast?
Well, biologically, your circulation essentially goes into hibernation mode. And think about your lymphatic system. It's crucial, right, for clearing toxins, boosting immunity. It relies entirely on muscle movement to function properly. It doesn't have its own pump like the heart does for blood.
Oh, okay. So it needs us to move.
Exactly. Think of your body like a river. It's meant to be flowing. Prolonged sitting, it turns that river into a stagnant pond. Movement, even small movements, it's like opening the dam again.
So that creeping fatigue, that brain fog, those little aches that start setting in around mid-afternoon, that's not just me being tired or needing more coffee. That's my body basically signaling it's going into this conservation mode because I've been still.
Precisely. It's your body's very clear signal that stillness is the silent saboteur behind so much of what we feel daily.
Okay, the silent saboteur. But you said there's an antidote.
Yes, and here's where it gets really fascinating. Just 2 to 3 minutes of movement can pretty much completely reverse these negative processes. It's an incredibly powerful, almost immediate antidote.
2 minutes still sounds almost too good to be true for such a big shift. Is there, like, actual solid research, not just anecdotes?
Oh, absolutely. The evidence is really compelling. There was a key finding from a 2024 study published in Frontiers of Psychology. It revealed that micro breaks involving light physical activity can actually increase energy levels and decrease fatigue more effectively than caffeine.
Wait, more effective than caffeine? Seriously?
Seriously. Let that sink in for a second. Your third cup of coffee might not be the answer. A couple of minutes of movement could genuinely do more.
Okay, that's pretty mind-blowing.
And it's not just about how you feel. There are measurable productivity boosts, too. Employees who regularly take these active micro breaks, they show a 12 to 15% increase in productivity.
15% increase. That's significant.
It's significant, yeah. It's not just feeling good. It's measurably getting more done. And then if you look at overall workplace well-being, workers in environments that encourage movement, they report 24% higher engagement levels and, interestingly, 17% fewer work-related injuries, which makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Better circulation, less stiffness.
Yeah, absolutely. Less strain. So it's a powerful case for both us as individuals and really for organizations, too. Better productivity, higher engagement, fewer injuries.
Yeah.
Seems a win-win-win. Okay, so this compelling research is great, but let's turn it into something practical. What do these powerful micro movements actually look like? How do we start doing them?
Well, actually, I have a bit of a personal story here, if that helps illustrate it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Please share.
So I used to be that classic corporate zombie, you know the type, worked crazy hours, maybe 60 hours a week as a financial analyst, lived on coffee, probably 4 cups a day, constant backaches, and just that inevitable 3 p.m. crash where my eyes just wouldn't stay open. It was like clockwork, the office worker death spiral, basically.
I think many of us recognize that spiral. So what changed?
Well, I tried everything, the ergonomic chairs, the standing desks, different diets. Nothing really cracked it. Then, almost as a last resort, I stumbled onto this idea of desk exercises, these micro movements.
Yeah.
My first experiment was super simple. I just set a timer for every hour, and I did basic desk stretches, neck rolls, shoulder shrugs, seated twists, nothing strenuous.
Okay, just basic stuff. What happened?
The results were honestly shocking. Within 3 days, that 3 p.m. crash completely vanished, gone. In fact, I felt more alert in the afternoon than I often did in the morning.
Wow, in just 3 days.
Yeah, and people noticed. Coworkers started asking, kind of jokingly, if I was taking some new supplement or something. Even my boss commented on my unusual energy, as he put it.
Uh-huh. Unusual energy. I love that. So what was the big takeaway for you from that experience?
The biggest lesson was just the sheer simplicity of it all. These movements, they're not complicated. You don't need special equipment. You don't get sweaty. You don't need to feel awkward about it. Our bodies are just designed to move, even in these tiny little increments. And when you give your body that, even just tiny bits, the difference it makes is, well, it's massive.
That really resonates. The data speaks for itself, and your experience just hammers it home. Okay, so let's get really practical now. What are some specific routines, targeted ones our listeners can start using, like today?
All right, let's start with what I call the stealth energizer. This is perfect for when you're seated, maybe on a call, or you just don't want anyone to really notice. We're going to set a timer, say, for 2 minutes, and we'll wake up your whole system right from your chair.
Okay, stealth energizer. I like it. I'm going to try and follow along here, and maybe you listening can too. What's the first move, and what should we feel?
You should feel an immediate release of tension, maybe a subtle kind of warmth or surge of blood flow. So, first 30 seconds, seated spinal twists. Place your right hand on your left knee, left hand behind you on the chair, and just gently rotate your spine to the left. Look over your shoulder if you can. Hold for about 15 seconds, nice deep breath, then switch sides. Same thing, 15 seconds. You're literally wringing out your spine like a dish towel, releasing tension, boosting circulation there.
Okay, got it. Wringing out the spine. Feels good already. What's next?
Next 30 seconds, shoulder blade squeezes. Super simple. Just sit tall and imagine you're trying to hold a pencil between your shoulder blades. Squeeze back for about 5 seconds, then release. Repeat that maybe 6 times in the 30 seconds. This directly counters all that forward hunching we do over keyboards.
Ah, yes, the keyboard hunch. Okay, pencil squeeze, done. Third part?
30 seconds. Ankle pumps and calf raises. Still seated. First, just pump your ankles up and down like you're pressing a gas pedal maybe 10 times. Then, lift your heels off the floor, coming up onto the balls of your feet like seated calf raises. Do that 10 times too.
Nice.
This is like jump-starting your circulation from the ground up. It gets that blood moving from your lower legs where it tends to pool.
Jump-starting circulation.
Oh, okay.
Pumping and raising. Last 30 seconds.
Final 30 seconds. Neck and ear to shoulder stretches. Gently, gently drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Don't force it. Hold for about 15 seconds. Feel that nice stretch along the side of your neck. Then slowly come up and switch sides. Left ear to left shoulder, 15 seconds. If you have a couple seconds left, finish with maybe 2 or 3 slow, gentle neck rolls.
Wow. Okay, even just trying those briefly as you described them, I genuinely feel a difference. My back feels looser, neck less stiff. It's subtle, but it's there.
Yeah.
But what if you have a bit more freedom? What if you can stand up? Maybe you're walking to the printer or grabbing some water.
Perfect. That's where the power surge routine comes in. This one's a bit more active. Might make people wonder if you just snuck an espresso shot.
Uh-huh. The power surge.
Yeah.
Okay, give it to us.
All right, again, aim for about 2 minutes, first 30 seconds. Standing desk pushes or wall pushes. Place your hands on your desk, shoulder width apart. Walk your feet back slightly so you're at an incline. Then just do about 10 gentle push-ups against the desk. Keep your core engaged. This activates your whole upper body, gets the heart rate up just a touch.
Okay, incline push-ups. Good one.
Next 30 seconds. Chair squats or air squats if you don't have a chair handy. Use your chair for balance if you need it. Lower down as if you're about to sit, but don't actually sit down. Just tap the chair, go as low as feels comfortable, then stand back up. Aim for 8 to 10 reps. This activates your biggest muscle groups, your glutes and quads, which really floods your system with energy.
Activating the big muscles. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Third part.
30 seconds. Standing, marching in place. Just like it sounds. Lift those knees high. Get your arms swinging naturally. You're engaging your cardio system a bit more here, getting the blood pumping without needing any real space.
Marching in place. Simple, effective, and the final 30.
Final 30 seconds. Standing side reaches. Stand tall. Reach your right hand straight up, then reach up and over to the left, feeling a stretch all down your right side. Hold for a couple breaths. Come back to center, then left hand up and over to the right. Feel that stretch. End with maybe 3 to 5 big, deep breaths, maybe reaching both arms overhead as you inhale.
That sounds great. I'm visualizing doing these at my desk, and yeah, I can literally feel how that would shift my energy. Now, for those of us lucky enough to work from home, maybe we can be a bit less inhibited. What's your full reset routine?
The full reset. Yes, for when you can really move a bit more freely. This one might take slightly longer, maybe closer to 2.5 or 3 minutes, but it's worth it. First, 45 seconds. Wall push-ups with alternating leg lifts. Find a sturdy wall. As you do your wall push-up, lift one leg straight back behind you, alternate legs with each push-up. This really activates everything from your core and glutes to your shoulders.
Okay, wall push-ups plus leg lifts. Getting fancy. What's next?
Next 45 seconds, modified burpees. Now, don't panic. No jumping required unless you want to. Start standing, place your hands on the floor or desk chair for less intensity. Step your feet back one by one into a plank position. Hold for a second, then step your feet forward one by one back towards your hands and stand up, maybe reaching your arms overhead. It gives you that full body activation, kind of like a mini low-impact HIIT session.
5 to 5 burpees. Okay, step back, step forward, reach.
Right.
Got it. And the grand finale.
The final 30 seconds. Victory stretches. Seriously. Stand tall, reach your arms way up overhead. Take some deep, expansive breaths, maybe do a little wiggle, a little shoulder roll, maybe even a small celebratory dance move. Why not? This isn't just physical, it helps reset your nervous system too. Acknowledge you just did something good for yourself.
I love the victory dance. It really reframes it, doesn't it? It's not a chore, it's a quick win. It's actually incredible how energized you can feel just by moving in these simple ways. I really hope you listening are trying these, or at least visualizing them. You can feel the potential. Okay, so we've got these great routines: stealth, power surge, full reset. But you mentioned earlier that when we do them is also really important.
Yes, absolutely crucial. Timing is your strategic advantage here.
So it's not just about randomly doing them whenever you feel tired.
Well, you can, and it will help. But being strategic is better. See, a key insight here is understanding our natural energy cycles. Our energy and focus naturally tend to dip roughly every 90 minutes. It's called the ultradian rhythm.
Every 90 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Most people fight these dips, right? They push through, maybe grab more caffeine or sugar. But the smart approach, the more sustainable approach, is to work with these natural rhythms instead of constantly battling them.
Work with the rhythm. So you're saying there are optimal times during the workday to slot in these 2-minute bursts. How many are we talking about? Like how much total time?
Exactly. Optimal timing windows. And it's not a huge commitment. We're talking about maybe 4 strategic 2-minute breaks. So 8 minutes total throughout the entire day.
8 minutes total. That sounds incredibly manageable.
Okay.
Okay, what are these magic windows?
All right, window number 1. Around 10:30 a.m. Think about it. You probably start strong around 9 a.m., right? Full of your morning coffee or whatever. But by 10:30, that initial surge starts to fade. A quick 2-minute routine here, like the Stealth Energizer, prevents that late morning slump before it even starts.
Proactive, not reactive.
Yeah.
Okay, 10:30 a.m., window 2.
Window 2, around 1:30 p.m. This is all about combating the dreaded post-lunch coma. Most people wait until they're already feeling sleepy, maybe around 2 or 2.3. But do your 2 minutes right after lunch, maybe around 1.3. It actually aids digestion and proactively stops that energy crash in its tracks. Maybe the power surge routine here if you can.
Post-lunch, 1:40 p.m.
Got it.
What about the infamous 3 p.m. wall?
Yes, the 3 p.m. wall. That's window number 3. Let's say 3.15 p.m. This is typically when our cortisol levels naturally start to dip and our core body temperature begins its slow decline towards evening. Physiologically, our bodies are starting to wind down. Instead of reaching for that sugary snack or yet another coffee, hit it with 2 minutes of movement. This naturally boosts your energy and focus for that final work push.
3.15 p.m. Tackle the wall head on. Okay, that's 3. Is there a 4th?
Yes, the fourth window, and this one's a bit different, around 5:30 p.m. or whenever your workday is wrapping up. I call this the transition time. This movement isn't really about work productivity anymore. It's about helping you mentally and physically shift gears from work mode to personal mode. A quick routine helps you leave the stress of the day behind, so you're not bringing that frazzled desk energy home with you. You arrive home feeling more refreshed.
The transition time. I really like that. Shifting gears. So 10.30, 1.3, 3.15, and 5.30. 8 minutes total spread throughout the day. That feels so achievable. And the return on investment, feeling better, being more productive seems huge. And for remembering, I guess setting phone reminders could work. Maybe with fun names like Energy Booth Time or Circulation Station.
Absolutely. Or even a sticky note on your monitor. Or, like you said, a buddy system with a coworker can be great for accountability. Keep it simple.
Okay, this all sounds fantastic in theory, but let's address some of the real-world hesitations, the elephants in the room that might stop someone listening right now from actually trying this.
Right. It's important to tackle these head on because they're common. First one, coworker judgment. Feeling awkward doing stretches at your desk.
Yeah, what if people stare or think it's weird?
It's a valid concern, but let me ask you this. Do people judge you for getting up to get water? Or for stretching when you yawn? Or adjusting your chair height?
Probably not.
No. Exactly. These micro movements are just as natural and, frankly, necessary for your well-being and focus. Frame it that way in your own mind. And if someone literally asks, "What are you doing?" just smile and say something simple like, "Oh, just taking a quick productivity break," or "trying to keep my circulation flowing." Honestly, more often than not, curiosity replaces judgment. You might even find others asking you about it or joining in.
Okay, reframe it as a productivity break. I
Yeah.
like that. What about the big one? I just don't have time.
The time excuse. Let's put this into perspective. Research suggests the average person checks their smartphone something like 96 times a day.
96 times.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah. And each check, even a quick glance, takes what? Maybe not 3, 4 minutes like some studies say, but let's say even just a minute or two adds up. You're telling me you can't redirect one or two of those phone checks, maybe ones where you're just mindlessly scrolling into a 2-minute energy boost. Plus, think about it. Those 8 minutes of strategic movement throughout the day could easily save you 30, maybe even 60 minutes of sluggish, unfocused, unproductive work later on. So is it really about not having time, or is it about prioritizing time?
That's a really powerful reframe. Trading a minute of scrolling for 15 minutes of better focus later seems like a good deal. What about feeling self-conscious even if you work from home? Like it feels silly doing squats alone in your office.
Yeah, that can happen too. If you feel self-conscious even alone, just start with the super discreet stealth Energizer routines, the seated ones. Nobody, not even you on a video call, can really tell you're doing ankle pumps or shoulder blade squeezes. Once you start feeling the energy benefits, and that self-consciousness tends to fade, you'll naturally feel more confident and probably want to try the standing ones.
Start small and stealthy. Good advice.
Eh.
And finally, what about the skepticism? People thinking, come on, 2 minutes isn't really enough to make a difference.
To that, I issue a simple challenge. Just try it. Don't dismiss it until you've actually tried it consistently. Pick just one routine, maybe the 10:30 a.m. stealth energizer. Commit to doing it every workday for just 1 week. That's it. 5 days, 2 minutes a day. Feel the difference in your energy and focus around 11 a.m. or noon that week. Then tell me if 2 minutes isn't enough. The science is clear on this, and your own experience will likely prove it to you. Micro movements genuinely create macro changes.
A 1-week challenge. I love it. That makes it feel very doable. Okay, so these are all really practical, solvable concerns. It feels like the benefits just vastly outweigh any of these perceived obstacles. It's about making that small, intentional shift. So let's just quickly recap the really powerful, simple message from our deep dive today. It seems to boil down to this.
Yeah.
Small, consistent actions, these little 2-minute movement breaks, can lead to truly massive shifts in your daily energy and your productivity.
Absolutely. Think about it. Every single day, you make hundreds, maybe thousands of tiny choices about how you spend your minutes. Choosing to invest just 8 of those minutes in strategic movement. It isn't just about feeling a little less tired today. It's about fundamentally changing how you show up. It's about being the most energized, focused, productive version of yourself consistently. It's about ending your workday feeling accomplished instead of completely drained. And maybe most importantly, it's about having energy left over for the people and the activities outside of work that you truly care about. Your future self will absolutely thank you for making this small investment now.
That's a fantastic final thought. Showing up as your best self with energy left for life.
Yeah.
Okay, so Here's your clear call to action right now as you're listening. If you can, I challenge you to stand up right now. Put your hands on your desk or a table. Do 5 quick incline push-ups. Then take 3 really deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now sit back down. Just notice, do you feel even a tiny bit different? A little more alert, a little looser?
And for your weekly commitment, pick one routine we talked about today, just one. Maybe the power surge. Set one alarm on your phone for one of the strategic times, maybe 1:30 p.m. tomorrow, and just commit to trying it consistently for this next week. See what happens.
Brilliant. Simple, actionable steps.
And to make it even easier, we've put together a free downloadable guide for you. It has all the routines we discussed, stealth, power surge, full reset, plus some bonus timing strategies, and even little printable reminder cards you can stick on your monitor. You should find the link right there in the show notes for this deep dive. Or, if it's easier, you can just text the word desk workout, all one word, to the number 555-ENERGY. That's 555-363-7499. We'll send the guide right over.
Excellent. Free guide with everything. Text desk workout to 555-ENERGY. Got it. Well, this has been incredibly insightful and honestly energizing just talking about it. Until next time, keep moving, keep energizing, and remember, you really are just 2 minutes away from feeling absolutely amazing.